Hello everyone, I'm Janet S. Del Rosario from MAED Reading Section 3. I'm here to present to you my self-critique about my demo teaching in English for Grade 4. The objective of this lesson is to use resources such as dictionary to find meaning of words. I started with an interactive drill, displaying a dictionary page on the screen and asking my students to type their observations in the Google Meet chat. This was to engage them actively and familiarize them with the dictionary's layout and content. The pedagogical theory that I use here is the visual learning and constructivist theories. For the instructional model used, the interactive learning with technological enhanced methods was used. I can say that the transition was smooth, starting the class with an engaging activity that involved analyzing a dictionary page. For the analysis, this drill was effective. I can say that this is effective in engaging students right from the start, but I could have provided more background information to assist those less familiar with the dictionary. In the review part, I used Kahoot to reinforce previous lessons. This interactive tool helped assess their understanding and made the review process more engaging and fun for the students. The pedagogical theory that I use is by utilizing gamification, which is the Kahoot, and active learning theory was used here. For the instructional model use, I incorporated a technological enhanced review through Kahoot, which also supported formative assessment. I can say the transition and engagement here was smooth and was able to keep the momentum because the students were very excited with this kind of gamification. I can say that this is a successful way in reinforcing the previous learning, though I could improve more by ensuring questions to cater a range of difficulty levels. For motivation, I used a poem as a springboard. This approach was intended to spark interest and curiosity, setting the stage for a deeper exploration of language and meaning. Pedagogical theory that I use here is by relying the emotional engagement and relevance. And for the instructional model, I use a thematic approach by introducing the poem. And I can see that the transition is to motivate them was natural to pique their interest. For the analysis, this part effectively set the tone for the lesson, but I might explore varying the types of motivational content in the future. Now, for the discussion, I use a comprehension checkup to check if they understand the poem. So I focus on the inquiry based learning and social constructivism. And the instructional model used was facilitated by an interactive discussion by asking them one by one. The transition and engagement is by shifting from discussion was seamless with high student engagement because, as I said, I asked them some questions for me to check if they understand the poem. The discussion fostered active participation, so I could have probed deeper with my questions. For me to introduce the dictionary, I posted some new words for them to check if the students know these words. Now, the pedagogical theories underlying here is by emphasizing the cognitive learning theory. And then the instructional model used was the direct instruction for clear understanding. And the transition and engagement was a smooth transition essential for introducing the new tool. And I can say that this segment was crucial and well received, although integrating more interactive elements might enhance the learning. I then introduced the dictionary, explaining its meaning and various components, such as entry words, guide words, and word definitions. This was crucial for helping students understand how to effectively use a dictionary as a resource for learning and enhancing their vocabulary skills. For seat work, I had students read content from the screen and raise their hands to answer questions. These methods encourage active participation and help me assess individual understanding in real time, ensuring that each student was following and comprehending the lesson content. The active and participatory learning theories were the key here. The instructional model used a more traditional yet interactive approach. The transition was straightforward and maintaining the student focus. Now I can say that the seat work was effective, but I could vary the format to accommodate different learning styles. Now for the group activity, I used Jamboard, which I divided the class into four groups. Now the pedagogical theory here that I use is the collaborative learning was at the forefront. The instructional models used was the technology enhanced group work, which is the Jamboard, as I said earlier. I can say that the transition and engagement here was a smooth transition into group work, promoting teamwork. Now, as I analyze it, the activity fostered collaboration, though in retrospect, the clear instructions should have been given for me so that I don't have any confusion. I wasn't able to give any confusion with my students on how to use the Jamboard because it was only the first time that they were able to use Jamboard. For generalization, I asked them question on how they're going to recall what are the different parts of the dictionary. So the pedagogical theory here was still constructivist and cognitive learning theories. The instructional model used here is inquiry-based learning through questioning, and I can say that the transition is from natural progression to generalization and it encourages deeper thinking. This part solidified learning, but I could incorporate more real life application for better understanding. Maybe I ask more question about it in real situation where they can put themselves in on how or where are they going to use the different parts of the dictionary. Now, for the evaluation, I used Google Form, which the pedagogical theory here was the formative assessment and feedback theory. In this one, the transition is to evaluate them, which is clear and well structured. The feedback was already here where they already knew what is their score. The evaluation effectively measured learning outcomes, but I'll explore adding more open-ended questions for that because this is only a multiple choice question. Now, for the demo video as an implementation of the plan, the alignment with objectives, the video closely followed the lesson plan successfully, demonstrating the planned activities. The use of technology like Jamboard and Google Forms, and also the Kahoot was effectively integrated, showing how digital tools can enhance learning. For the content delivery, the video showcased a variety of teaching methods, from direct instruction to interactive discussions. This variety was crucial in keeping students engaged and ensuring the content was accessible to learners with different styles. The areas for improvement, while the video effectively captured the essence of the lesson, I noticed opportunities for enhancing student interactions, particularly during the group activities. I should have more guided questions or structured tasks could lead to deeper discussions and collaborations among my students. Now for the analysis of effective and or ineffective teacher behaviors and teaching segments, for the effective behaviors, my engagement with students and the ability to keep the lesson paced appropriately stood out as effective strategies. By encouraging them, participation through questions and interactive tools kept the students involved. For ineffective behaviors, I recognized moments where additional scaffolding or clarification could have been beneficial, especially when introducing new concepts. In future lessons, I plan to incorporate more check in points to ensure understanding. For the teaching segments analysis, the segment introducing the dictionary was particularly effective due to its clarity and directness. However, the generalization phase could be improved with more diverse examples to cater to a broader range of learning needs. For shareable with colleagues per professional development activities, For the collaborative learning, sharing this video with colleagues can spark discussions on how to effectively integrate technology into lessons, especially in a remote or hybrid learning environment. For professional growth, the video serves as a real example of diverse teaching methods, which can be a valuable tool for peer review and feedback. It offers insights into both the successes and challenges of conducting an interactive technology integrated lesson. For adaptation and innovation, by sharing this lesson, I hope to encourage colleagues to adapt and innovate their own teaching practices. Discussing different approaches and strategies based on this video can lead to collaborative improvement and experimentation with new teaching methods. As we draw this session to close, I'd like to express my sincere gratitude to each and every one of you for joining me tonight. I'm Janet S. Del Rosario from MAED Reading Section 3, and it has been my absolute pleasure to share the journey of my self reflection and critique of my video lesson with you. Thank you.